Okay, so let's start. We're going to start. Because equation of circle, the steps are pretty long, especially if when I'm going to sketch the diagram, so it will be taking a while. So I have 1 hour, I'm going to cover 3 questions. Okay, hopefully I can do 3 questions. Okay, so first, let me tell you about the format of equation of a circle. So over here you can see that, let's see. So it's x minus a square plus y minus b square is equals to radius square. Okay, so this is the standard. This is the standard form of the equation of circle. Equation of circle, whereby the center is the a comma b and the radius in this case of course is the r. Okay, so this form you all must know. You all must know. So I realized that, okay, so sometimes we are given the equation of the circle and you are expected to find what is the radius as the center. Okay, so let me give you an example. For example, I give you the equation of the circle, which is x squared plus y squared minus 10x minus 6y plus 9 is equals to 0. So this is equation of a circle. Then they will ask you to massage, and then after that find out what is the center and what is the radius. Okay, later the 3 questions that I'm going through did not have this one, so I'm going to highlight. I'm going to do on this part. Okay. So I know there's 2 ways of doing it. One is to use completing the square to do it. Okay. The other one is to use the 2f and 2g thing but Teacher Kangie don't remember the 2g and 2f because I use completing the square. Because all students, be it whether you AMath or AMath, you need to know how to do completing the square. So we will do completing the square. So what I'm going to do is you arrange the x and y together first. So x squared minus 10x will be together, plus y squared minus 6y will be together. The number, I will bring it to the other side, become negative 9. So we will do completing the square. The first 2 terms, okay, the first 2 terms, it will be x minus, take the 10 divided by 2, so it will be 5. Okay, what I did was I take the 10 divided by 2, that's why it's 5. Minus, and this is forever minus, minus backside square, and this backside is the 5. Okay, next is these 2 terms. So these 2 terms, when you do the completing the square, it is y minus 3 square minus 3 square. Y, of course, this one is y. This minus, this sign follow this sign. Then I take the 6 divided by 2, that's how I get the 3. Square it, minus backside square. And this backside is this number 3 over here. So I'm going to write down the equals to negative 9. So you can see that this is x minus 5 square plus y minus 3 square is equals to minus 9. This is minus 25. If I bring it over, it's plus 25. This is minus 9. If I bring over, it is plus 9. Minus 9 plus 9 is 0, so I left with a 25. So I ended up having x minus 5 square plus y minus 3 square equals to 25, which is equals to 5 square, because I'm supposed to make it into this form. So now you look at this and this, you can see that, oh, my A is actually 5, my B is actually 3, so my center, therefore the center is equals to 5, 3, and the radius is 5 units. Okay, so this is how you find the center and the radius from the equation of circle. So if let's say you see an equation which is 2x squared plus y squared blah blah blah, then you cannot do, right? What you can do is you just need to divide by 2 throughout and you get x squared plus y squared. Okay? Will you do Sec 1 math? I do Sec 1 to Sec 5 mixture. Okay, I have a schedule as in like Wednesday I'm doing normal tech topics. Sec 3, Sunday I'm doing upper sec, AMath, express level. So yeah, I do mixture. So this is how you find equation of circle. So if let's say you have this one x minus a, right? So what if let's say it is x plus 5? So what is my a? My a will be negative 5. You understand? So if this sign is plus, means that my a is negative 5. That's all. Okay, so this is the basic whereby you find the equation, the center and the radius from the equation of circle using completing the square. Okay? Okay, now let's start the question. So, be it coordinate geometry or equation of circle, I usually memorize the general form. You mean the 2f and 2g? Also can. It's just that I feel that there's so many things to memorize already. I try to limit my use of my brain. And because completing the square is a standard thing that everyone need to know, you see? Okay? But it's okay if you are comfortable and you are very good at memorizing. Okay? Some students are so good in memorizing stuff. Okay? But Teacher Kangie cannot. I must have some logic that I can memorize. If it's like purely theory, I cannot memorize. Okay? Cool. Next. A circle passed through the point A, 2, 6 and 5, 5 with the center lying on the line blah blah blah. Find the perpendicular bisector of AB. So actually sometimes the question when you look at it, it's like, wow, you cannot visualize at all, you know. So what I like to do is I like to sketch it out. Okay, sketch it out. So first you plot out where is the 2, 6 and 5, 5. You don't have to draw it very exact, you know, it's just sketching. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to draw my x-axis and y-axis. It's just aggregation. So this is my y-axis and this is my x-axis. So 2, 6. I will roughly, let's say 2 is here, my 6 is slightly maybe here. Okay, so I label this as 2, 6 and because they say this is A. Next 5, 5. So since 2 is here, my 5 will be here and 5 will be below the 6. So let's say it's here. Okay, so I will label this as B, 5, 5. Okay, it's easier when if you sketch it out. Okay, then after that they say the center pass through. Okay, common mistake is Common mistake is students see 2 points. Oh, okay, that's the diameter, Then the midpoint will be the center. No such thing. Unless they tell you that it is a diameter. If it's not, it is only means that these 2 points is on the circle, but it is not the diameter. Okay, then they tell you that, okay, the center line on the line, blah, blah, blah. And you should know by now that Teacher Kangie, when you see equation of line, we always change it to the form of y equals to mx plus c. Okay, so this one, I'm going to shift it here. Okay, 3y equals to minus x plus 5. So we make it into the form y equals to minus 1/3 x plus 5 over 3. So what I did was I just divide by 3. Why I want to do this is because in this case, I will know, oh, this line, the gradient is negative 1/3. So I know my line will be sloped down instead of sloped up. Okay? Next, my y-intercept is 1, 2 over 3. So that means it will cut through at 1, 2 over 3. So, oh, I know already. My line will look like that and it will cut through here. You know, you don't have to be the exact. So let's say, for example, here, assuming this is 1, 2 over 3, and gradient is like that. So I'm going to just draw a line. Okay? Then you will draw a line and you will tell yourself and remind yourself that this is the line y equals to minus 1/3 x plus 5 over 3. They say that the center lies on this line. Okay? They say the center lies on this line. So what I'm going to do is, see, this is my point, right? So I'm going to just, okay, randomly put here. This is my center. Okay? Because why I know it's here is because this point joined to center is a radius, right? This point joined to center is a radius, right? So you can see that it's like an isosceles triangle. So I will label this as point A and B because this is my center. Next, I'm going to join the point A. You want to draw a dotted line also can. Let's say I join here and join here. So why do I need to join that? It's because this is my radius. Okay, this is my radius. Next, you plot the circle. Okay, you just randomly, because this is my center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just okay, just anyhow. Just because we just want to visualize the circle. That's all. See, I draw a circle. No need to be very exact, because we are not going art class. It's just math. It's just for you to, it's just to help you. So they want to find, now see, they want to find the perpendicular bisector of AB. Because they talk about the line AB, it means that I need to join my point A and B. Okay, so I will join my A and B. They want the perpendicular bisector, sorry, not drawn to scale, a bit singing. Okay, you need to get the perpendicular bisector. Bisector means I need to be in the middle of AB. Okay, and it will be a line that passes through the center. Okay, you have to know the property that the perpendicular bisector of a chord will cut through the center. Okay, the perpendicular bisector of a chord, the AB is called a chord. As long as a line inside a circle, it is not diameter, then it's called a chord. C-H-O-R-D. Okay, so this will be 90 degrees because it's perpendicular, and this will be bisector. Okay, it doesn't really look like a right angle triangle, but it doesn't matter. It's just for sketching purpose only. Okay, so the task is you need to find this question mark, question mark. This is your first task. Okay, this is from a school paper, which I think, okay, this is from Singapore Chinese Girls 2018 paper 2. It's not TYS. I'm not doing TYS. Okay, so every time you want to find equation of a line, you straight away will know that it's y equals to mx plus c. So I need to find gradient of this line. Then you look at it, oh, perpendicular. Oh, I got the line AB. So that means I can find my gradient AB first, correct? And when I find my gradient AB, I will be able to find gradient of this perpendicular bisector. And after that, I need to find a point which is on this line. And how do I find the point? It's a bisector. It means that I need to find the midpoint of AB, and I will have a point. Okay, this is how you find perpendicular bisector. Okay, so let's find the gradient of AB first. So my gradient AB, look at the AB, so it's 6 minus 5, y1 minus y2, so 6 minus 5 over 2 minus 5. So I will get 1 and negative 3, which is negative 1/3. This is this gradient. This is perpendicular. So gradient 1 times gradient 2 give me negative 1. When two lines are perpendicular, their multiplication gives me negative 1. So to find the second gradient, I will just take minus 1 divided by minus 1 over 3, which will give me 3. So now this line, I will know the equation is y equals to, okay, I'm going to just write here, y equals to 3x plus c. So how do I find c? I need to find a point, right? So I need to find the midpoint of AB. Midpoint of AB. So let's find a midpoint. Over here you can see that I will take 2 plus 5 divided by 2, 6 plus 5 divided by 2. Okay, that's the midpoint, which is 7 over 2 and 11 over 2. So I will sub in 7 over 2 and 11 over 2. Because this point lies on this line. Because this point lies on this line. Okay, so I sub in, let me see, I got y is 11 over 2, 3x plus c. So I will solve my c to be 5. So therefore, equation of the line will be y equals to 3x plus 5. Done. Okay. So this is how you find equation of the perpendicular bisector. So take note, perpendicular bisector got two properties. Perpendicular means m1, m2, negative 1. Bisector means it cuts the line into half-half. Okay? Next, they ask to find the equation of the circle. Every time they ask you to find equation of circle, I need two things. I need the center of the circle, I need the radius. So look at it and see, oh, bad news is I still don't have my center. But it's okay, we shall see how is it. Okay, and then how about do I have the radius? Okay, I also don't have the radius, so bad news. But if I have my center, okay, with the point B or point A, I can find the radius. So now the crucial thing is I need to find the center. So if you notice, do you see that my perpendicular bisector, this line, as well as the line that they give us, Okay, the intersection point is actually the center. Agree? And actually we already have these two equations, which this one is this one. So it will be y equals to 3x plus 5. So all I need to do is do simultaneous with these two lines, and I will be able to find the intersection point, which is the center. Okay, so I will write y equals to 3x plus 5, that's my equation 1. Y equals to minus 1/3 x plus 5 over 3, that's my equation 2. Then you just do simultaneous. So since both already y subject, I will just do, okay, so it will be minus 1 over 3x plus 5 over 3 is equals to 3x plus 5. So bring all the x to one side. So in the end, I have minus 10 over 3x equals to minus 20 over 3. Solve x. I have minus 20 over 3 divided by negative 10 over 3. I get 2. Don't stop there because you're supposed to find your y as well. So my y I can sub into equation 1, 3x plus 5. So I get 11. Sorry, it's minus. Did I write wrongly? Wait. Oh, give me a moment. I want to check something first. Wait. 11 over 2 minus 21 over 2. My bad, my bad. I had made a mistake over here. This is supposed to be minus 5. Minus 5. Write too fast. Okay, So this one is minus 5. Yeah. Okay. So it's 1. So therefore, now I know that my center will be equals to 2, 1. Got it? I didn't manage to see the person, but got blocked already. Is it okay if I skip study, Che? Yeah, ask lame thing. Okay? If you are a student, you want to skip study, then might as well don't be a student, right? It's just like if I tell you I'm an adult, and then I ask you, can I skip work? It's like lame question, right? Okay, center is 2, 1. Wait, let me just double confirm whether I got correct all my mistake already. Yep. Okay. So now you see, I already have my center. So next is I need to find the radius, right? So of course this one you can update your diagram and say that the center is 2, 1. So I can now find the radius, okay? Yes, of course math is my favorite subject. Okay, so over here, let's find the length, which is the radius. So I will take 5 minus 2, 5 minus 2 square plus 5 minus 1 square and square root. So I will end up having square root 9 plus 16, square root 25, which is 5 units. So I have my center, I have my radius, I can find the equation of the circle. So it will be x minus 2 square plus y minus 1 square equals to radius square, which is 25. So unless they request for general form means you need to expand and simplify. Okay, if they never request for standard form, you just put it in the standard form. Okay, but put it in standard form, the radius don't put 5 square only, just put as 25. It's okay to leave this in bracket, but not the radius. So this is the equation of the circle. Okay. Okay, I don't know about Malaysia form 2 or form what. This is Singapore math, but definitely your equation of the circle is definitely one of the topics that you all learn. It's just a matter of how the sequence of the topics is different from all different country, different school. Yeah, but you all definitely will learn. Even when I'm doing my IGCSE, they also learn. But of course, this is AMath. I'm doing IGCSE normal math first. EMath. I haven't do the AMath yet. Maybe next year. So now the next question. I mean the same question, is just that this is part 3. So Now they say, okay, CD is a diameter of the circle, and point P has a coordinate -2 and -1. So they ask you to determine whether P lies inside the circle or not. Okay, so to know whether, okay, take note this kid, this one always, they always like to ask, they always like to ask you, find out whether the point is inside the circle or outside the circle. So you have three situations, okay? So I'm going to just write it behind here. See here, I'm going to draw a circle. So this is my center. So assuming this one is 5 units, the radius, okay. Then I ask you like a point, okay. When I give you, okay, whether a point, let's say 2, 1, okay, let's say center, okay, look at that. Let's say 2, 1. They ask you, is 2, 1 in the circle? No, inside the circle. They always ask, I like to ask this question, right? So what you need to do is take the center point as well as this point, find the length. So you need to find the length. Find the length. And if the length is more than 5, you see, imagine the 2, 1 is here. I find the length. Okay? It is longer than the radius. So obviously it's outside the circle, right? So if length is more than 5, means that it is outside. Okay? And if my length is equals to 5, imagine 2, 1 is here. Then I find the length. So it's equals to the radius. Okay? If it's equals to the radius, means that it's on the circle. Agree or not? Okay? So this is on the circle. And this is not a Q&A for you to ask for help. I'm teaching, so please don't disrupt the lesson. Thank you very much. Okay, then how about if it's less than? So let's say the point is inside. So if I find the length, which is less than 5 units, means that it's inside the circle. Agree? So it means that if its length is less than 5, means that it is inside the circle. So you need to know how to find out whether is it outside the circle, on the circle, or in the circle. So come back to the question just now. So they ask you to determine whether the point P lies inside the circle. So this point is the one that I'm supposed to know, right? So I need the center of the circle. So just now we already found the center of the circle. So I'm just going to write here. So the center, it was 2, 1. So now this 2, 1 and -2, -1, I need to find the length. Okay? So let's just find the length. So the length will be 2 minus -2, 2 minus -2 square plus 1 minus -1, 1 minus -1 square, and you square root it. So we will have square root 16 plus 4, which is square root 20, which is equals to 4.47 units. And the circle, just now we already found that circle, the radius was 5 units. The circle radius was 5 units. So this is less than 5 units. Then you will say, oh, so therefore, -2 minus 1 is inside the circle. Right? Shown. Right? You're supposed to determine, so you just write shown. Okay? Next, they ask you, is angle CPD a right angle? Explain. So they tell us CD is a diameter of the circle. So I don't have to, I don't need the previous diagram. It is just like saying, okay, I have a circle. Yeah, my circle will be ugly this one. Wait, adjust a bit. So my circle and my center. So anyhow, draw a CD, which is the diameter. Now my -2 minus 1, I have confirmed that it's inside the circle. So just randomly put, okay, let's say it's here. So you see, if I'm going to join them, this is point P. If I'm going to join them, okay, they're asking you whether this angle over here, whether is it right angle. Okay, so you need to know properties of circle. Okay, there's a properties of circle whereby angle in a semicircle. Angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to write here the property. Okay, circle, when we have a diameter, okay, any point this is the diameter, any point that is on the circle, and this is the diameter, this is 90 degrees. This is called angle in semicircle. Okay, so this is a property under AMath, properties of circle. So over here, because we already know that point P does not lie on the circle. If it does not lie on the circle, means that it is not a right angle triangle. So you will say angle CPD is not right angle. Okay, because P is not on the circle. Unless P is on the circle, then we have angle in semicircle where angle P is right angle. So you need to mention first, you got to say that it is not right angle and why. So you need the key thing is you have to mention that angle in a semicircle. You understand? Oh, I think I never this question never teach. Yeah, but properties of circle got. Oh, I know why. Sure, I know why. Properties of circle, right? They only teach in Sec 4. That's the last topic. So, like for example, my students, he finished almost all the syllabus except properties of circle. So maybe now your teacher haven't teach you AMath properties of circle. Okay, because it's the last topic. But AMath already learned equation of circle long time ago. Okay, but they are related. Okay, because it's still circles, so you need to know properties of circle. Okay. So, okay, this question, we are done with question number 1. So, in this question, I have teach you how to sketch the whatever things you need to draw. See, it's not perfect drawing, but it's fine. Most important is you are able to visualize what they want. Okay, to find equation of perpendicular bisector, this by right you should know under coordinate geometry. Okay, yes, and I have also tell you about equation of a circle in the standard form. Okay, and I have tell you, okay, equation of circle given to you, how do you find the center and the radius? And I've also mentioned about how do you find out whether the point is inside the circle, outside the circle, or on the circle. So it's just finding the length, you'll be able to know and compare it with the length of the radius. Okay, so that's for question 1. What syllabus is this? We are doing O-level AMath, equation of circle. Yes, Sec 3. Equation of circle, yeah, most of the time they learn in Sec 3. Sec 3 AMath. This is additional mathematics. Okay, so let's move on to question number 2. I did coordinate geometry already. There's no NA or express coordinate geometry if you are referring to AMath. It's the same. So you can go to my YouTube channel. Okay, for those who are new here, please go to my bio, click on the link on my bio. The last button, go to my Telegram channel whereby you get the solution and the PDF or the TikTok live that I do. But of course, today worksheet is not available yet. It will be uploaded tomorrow. Then on the second last button, you will go to my YouTube channel. YouTube channel, you can see quite a lot of you will see my past TikTok live. Okay, so you can refer to the recording. Even like for example today, you listen, then you can only maybe understand 60 to 70%, good enough, never mind, it's okay. You can maybe find another day, watch my TikTok, replay again, go and download the PDF from the Telegram channel, and then after you try to do it yourself. Then from 60-70%, from 60-70% you will understand more to maybe even 90-100%. Teacher, is this IGCSE additional mathematics? I believe it is, because you know why? Because I'm now studying the normal mathematics for IGCSE. I don't see equation of circle, so I believe that it is inside the pure mathematics AMath for IGCSE. I will do next year, then I do the IGCSE for AMath, not this year. This year I do the normal one. Okay, let's move on to question 2. So now over here, they tell us that the point 2, 4 and 4, 0 lie on the circle such that the x-axis is a tangent to the circle at point P. At point Q. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of PQ. Again, it's asking you to find perpendicular bisector, but this one's slightly different. So this one talk about, the x-axis is a tangent to the circle. Okay, so let's start to draw. They have the point 4, 0, so I'm going to draw the... So for this case, I'm not drawing the y-axis. I only draw the x-axis. See, because they talk about parallel, tangent to the x-axis. So I'm going to draw here. This is the x-axis. And I'm going to find my 4, 0. So let's say this is my Q, which is 4, 0. Mark it. Then after that, my Q, my P is 2, 4. 4 is here, so maybe 2 is here, 4 maybe I put it here. So let's say this is my 2, 4. 2, 4, and this one is P. Okay, again, they never mentioned that this one is a diameter. So take note, if they say that x-axis is the tangent, it means that your circle touch this one. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to draw the circle. I use pencil. Later I drew a lot of correction. So you will draw a circle whereby it touch. So it is something like that. Okay, so this point is the tangent, so it means it's touch. So kids, take note, when they say that the x-axis is the tangent, you move up. When you draw this point, the center is vertically above this point. So this, I shall label this as AB. This become a straight line. So I'm going to draw the line, this vertical line down. This is x equals to 4, a vertical line. AB is the center. Okay, and do you see that my A, I can know that the x is already 4. So I already know that this will be 4B. Okay? They want the equation of the perpendicular PQ. So I'm going to join the line PQ. I want bisector, so I will go to the midpoint. And remember the midpoint in this one, you can draw a line already. So this one, you can join a line. And we know that this is perpendicular, and we know that this is bisector. So to find equation of the perpendicular bisector, I need the gradient. So it's like, okay, then this step is similar to just now the first question. So I need to find my gradient PQ. So let's find gradient PQ first. So it will be 4 minus 0, 4 minus 0 over 2 minus 4. So I will have 4 divided by negative 2, which gives me minus 2. Then after that, M1, M2, gradient 1 times gradient 2 give me negative 1. So my gradient 2 will be negative 1 divided by negative 2, which gives me half. So now my equation of the line, I already know that it will be y equals to half x plus c. How is that a 90 degree? This is a perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular means it's 90 degree. This is a property. Okay? Next, you need to sub a point which is on this line, and the only point that I have is the midpoint of PQ. So let's find midpoint of PQ. Midpoint of PQ. Okay, so take x1 minus x1 plus x2 divided by 2. 2 plus 4 divided by 2. y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So it's 4 plus 0 divided by 2. And we will get 3 and 2. So the point is 3, 2. The point is 3, 2. So we will sub 3, 2 into here. Okay, I'm going to just continue here. So sub 3, 2 into here. So I will have 2 equals to half 3 plus c. So my c will become 2 minus 3 over 2 with c equals to half. So therefore, equation of the line is y equals to half x plus half. Okay, this is the equation of the perpendicular bisector. But behind answer, make it flat. So sometimes you can make it nicer as in you just times 2 throughout. Why they choose to times 2? Because the denominator is 2. So if I times 2 throughout, I will get 2y equals to x plus 1. Both is acceptable. Both is acceptable. So you see, I'm done. Why is merged? Okay, so I'm done with the first part. Next, they ask to find the coordinates of the center of the circle as well as the radius. So the trick part is because the center is on the vertical line, x equals to 4. So that's why my x coordinate is 4. Okay, so you will write that center equals to 4b. Okay, and because center lies on this line, right? This line, you just found it. Yes, you can use that method as well, but I don't like to use that method, so it's fine. That one, yes, no problem. Why is it that I always use y equals to mx plus c? It's because I want my student to always remember equation of line. Y equals to mx plus c. Equation of line. Okay, y equals to mx plus c. Okay, the one that you put there, the y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1, it doesn't tell you that equation of the line is y equals to mx plus c. Okay, I want my student to always remember, straight line, y equals to mx plus c. Straight line, y equals to mx plus c. Then your task is, just find gradient first, then sub in values to find the c. Okay, so what we need to do is, I just need to sub in x equals to 4 into the equation of this line, because my center lies on this line, and now I already have the equation of this line, which is this one. Okay, so it will be y equals to half 4 plus half, which will give us 5 over 2. So therefore, the center is equals to 4, 5 over 2. How about the radius? So actually, I don't even have to work out the radius, You see, Okay. See here, so 4b, I'm going to update. So now it become 4, 5 over 2. So actually, look at this, my radius. This is a special property, as in because this x-axis is the tangent. So actually, from here to here, the length is actually the radius already. My y coordinate is 5 over 2. This one was 0. So the length actually is 5 over 2, right? So actually, my radius is already 5 over 2. Okay? So my radius, straight away, you will know that it is 5 over 2 units. They never asked me to form the equation. They only asked me to find the coordinate of the center, which I found it, and then the radius, which I found it. Okay, so that is for this part 2. That's for this part 2. Okay, let's move on to the third part. Now they ask me to find the equation of the circle. Okay, then I will do the equation of the circle. So just to put here, so I know that my center was 4 and 5 over 2. My radius was 5 over 2. So equation of a circle is just x minus 4 square plus x minus 5, sorry, y. Y minus 5 over 2 square equals to radius squared. So it's 5 over 2 squared. So you can keep it in this form but simplify the right hand side. So it will be x minus 4 square plus y minus 5 over 2 square equals to 25 over 4. Done. Okay, 1 mark only. So, answer. See? Every time they ask this question, okay, explain why the point lies within the circle. So, whenever this question come out, write out the center. The center is 4, 5, 2. So, find the length. So, let's find the length. 6 minus 4 square plus 2 minus 5 over 2 square and square root. So we will get square root 4 plus 1/4, which is 2.061 units. So in this length, you see the radius was 2.5. Now the length is 2.0. So this is less than 2.5 units. Therefore, 6.2 lies within the circle. Shown. Okay. Of course, I have to advance do the question first before I go through with you all, right? Because if I'm going to spend the time pressing calculator, I can only go through 2 questions already. I cannot go to the 3rd question already. You understand? So it's extra work for me. I have to prepare the question. I have to try the question because sometimes even past paper the solution answer is not 100% correct. Okay, so I have to check and confirm it's correct first before I come to live, right? What if I come to live the question got error? Then fail, right? Yes. So we need time to prepare. What's your favorite topic for AMath? I have quite a lot. I like differentiation, I like integration, I like trigo, I like binomial. Yeah, I can Taiwan. Yeah. Okay, the only topic that I don't like is the proof of geometry, which is the very last topic. I doubt anyone loves that topic. I'm praying hard that it will actually eventuate out of the syllabus. I don't understand that topic. I mean, not say don't understand. I mean, I don't understand why do we need to do that topic. It's so no logic. No logic. Anyway, it's inside the syllabus, so we just have to study. Okay, let's move on to number 3. This is not a easy question. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. It will be the last question for the day. Okay. A circle C1 with center M has a radius of 5 units passed through the point 1, 0, and 9, 0. Okay, so I'm going to draw out. And this time around, they say the y-axis is a tangent to the circle. Just now we have x-axis is tangent to the circle. Now we have y-axis tangent to the circle. Okay, so let's draw the y-axis first, because later eventually I need it because I need to draw the because my y-axis is the tangent . So then after that I draw this. So 2 points, 1, 0 and 9, 0. So let's say it's here. This is my P. 1, 0. Yeah, AMath is fun, right? So here I mark it as 9, 0 and this is Q. Okay, I mark across. This 2 point is on the circle. And now I'm going to plot the circle. Use pencil again. Okay, so this circle will look like that. You see, I need the point. So the thing is, you just have to have a point that keys the y-axis. Okay, not so obvious, then I make it like keys. Okay, something like that. Although the shape will be out, but never mind. Okay, next is Where is my center? We're going to just plot the center. Okay, take note that actually the center is here, like that. Because radius, it's perpendicular to the tangent. Okay? Yes. A bit 勉强 but okay lah. You should know that the property of circle, radius is perpendicular to the tangent. And since they say y-axis is the tangent, so I have to write that the y-axis is perpendicular to this one. Okay, then let's put in some information. What else we have? They tell us that the radius is 5 units. So I'm going to join the center to the point P. And also to point Q, because that is our radius. So this is radius, and it is stated that it's given to us is 5 units. Okay? And remember just now, just to recap, just now my, where's my that one? Let me see. Here. Remember, kids take note. When my x-axis is a tangent to the circle, remember just now the radius, it was only from the center, is a y-coordinate. The y-coordinate is 5, 2, so my radius is 5, 2, correct? This is, the y-axis is the tangent to the circle. Okay? So take note that the radius, here is just 5. So that means, from here 0 plus 5, so you know that the x is 5. So this one is, I already know that the center is 5. The x is 5. Only the b, I don't know. Understand? Okay. So now we have this one already. Let's see. They said show that the coordinate of M are 5, 3. So actually I already know that this one is here. So, but of course got to stay y, right? So you will say that since radius perpendicular to tangent, okay, which I can bracket up. This is my y-axis. Okay. So therefore the x coordinate of center equals to 5. Thank you very much. I think 2.4K already, like. Are you want to learn math or not? If you're not learning math, okay lah, you can help me to press until you get more likes lah. But if you're learning math, then focus okay. So the x coordinate is 5 so it's 5b. Then, now the question is, how am I going to find? So you see here, actually I have my center here, 5 and b. And I have a point here, and because I already know it's 5 units, right? So I can use the length to find my b. Okay, so take b. So 5 minus 9, see so 5 minus 9 square plus b minus 9, b minus 0 square. Square root is equals to the radius, which is 5. Square both sides. So I will have minus 4 square plus b square equals to 25. So 16 plus b square equals to 25. b square equals to 9. b equals to 3 or negative 3. And I will reject the negative 3. Why? Because I already know my center is between my x1 and 9. So it must be positive. So this one reject. So therefore, center is 5, 3. Shown. Sharon, no, never mind, it's okay. I also, when I was a student, I don't have such resources. Yeah. Never mind, you can share it to your cousin, to your little nephew and nieces, those who are younger one. Those, they are always using TikTok, right? Yeah. Can share to them, let them know that I teach on TikTok. Okay, next. State the equation of the circle one. So again, when automatically, okay, this one I will update. This one I will write it as 5, 3. Kids, you see, let's say during the exam, you are not able to prove that the center is 5, 3. You still be able to move on to the next question. So you don't say, oh, I cannot do the first part, then I don't do the rest of the question. No, don't do that. So I need my center, I have it. I have my radius, I have it. So equation of the circle, very straightforward. So it is just x minus 5 square plus y minus 3 square equals to 5 square. So it will be x minus 5 square, no need to open up unless they ask you for general form. So this is my equation of the circle. Okay, so just for demo purpose, Okay, so what is general? This is standard. This is called standard form. If they ask for general form, means you need to expand out. So it will be x squared minus 10x plus 25 plus y squared minus 6y plus 9 equals to 25. So I will have x squared plus y squared minus 10x minus 6y plus 9 equals to 0. So this is called general form. Unless they request for general form, if not, actually it's fine to leave an answer in standard form. Thanks, Cheryl. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Now they ask again the same thing. Were the point 9 minus 1 lie outside the C1? I already do a 3 question with same concept. So by now you should know. Now you tell me what should I do. Now it's like, oh, Teacher Kangie cannot do the math really. Now you teach me how to do. Okay, you are supposed to explain why 9 minus 1 lie outside the C1. So what's the first thing I need to take out? What's the first thing that I need to write down here first? Okay, come prove to me that you are understanding and learning from my lesson. Okay, prove that you know and really benefit something. This is already the 3rd question that asks similar questions, so by now you all should know how to prove that the point is outside the circle. Anyone? No one, so quiet. Hello, Lisa. Lisa, Sec 1, this one is too far from you. Please join the Sec 3 one, the Wednesday one. You only join halfway, but if you're finding the teaching is helpful, you can always go to my TikTok live and watch the replay. The replay will only be uploaded to the YouTube on Monday. Yeah, find the length of the center and 9 minus 1. Well done. So my center, it was 5, 3. So let's find the length. So I take 9 minus 5 square plus negative 1 minus 3 square root. So we have 4 square plus 4 square. In the end, it is square root 32. And square root 32 is equals to 5.656, and this is more than the radius, which is more than 5 units. Therefore 9 negative 1 is outside the circle. Okay, this one a bit not so easy. See, we will definitely need the diagram. They say find the equation of the tangent to C1 at point Q. So let me go back to the diagram. They want to find the equation of the tangent at this point. Okay, so I need to draw the line. This time I'm going to use red pen so that I can see better. So tangent of the line means I'm going to draw a line that is like that. Good. So they're asking you to find this equation of this line. So again, equation of a line is called y equals to mx plus c, right? So I need to find the gradient of this one. Since this is a tangent, okay, it means that this is 90 degrees. Okay. So I need to find the gradient of this line, then I'll be able to find the gradient of the tangent because m1, m2 is negative 1. Okay, so let's go and find. So I will use the center, which is we know is 5, 3, as well as the 9, 0. I need to find the gradient. So the gradient is 3 minus 0 over 5 minus 9. So it's 3 over negative 4. Yes. So after that, you get negative 3/4. Okay? So after that, gradient 2, you will just take negative 1 divided by minus 3 over 4. So that will give us 4 over 3. So you will have y equals to 4/3 x plus c. And you need to sub a point which is on the line. So 9, 0 is the point. So you're going to sub 9 and 0. Okay? So let's sub in. Sub 9, 0. So 0 equals to 4/3 9 plus c. 0 equals to 12 plus c. C equals to negative 12. So therefore it is y equals to 4/3 x minus 12. So that is the equation of the tangent line. Okay, so next. Okay, so this one a bit tricky. So let's see. Now they tell you that the first circle is reflected along the line y equals to minus x to form a new circle C2. So state the equation of C2. So I'm going to show you the diagram. So I want to draw the line y equals to negative x first. So not necessary for you to draw, but I'm drawing it out so that I can show it to you what does it mean. So when it's y equals to minus x, when x equals to 0 is 0. So when x is 1 is minus 1, when x is 2 this is minus 2. So when you come back to here, this kind of question came out in my MI. Yeah, I think the reflection one always come out one. But usually reflection, they only reflect, they ask you to reflect either the x-axis or the y-axis, okay, or a vertical line or horizontal line. But now the reflection is on a slant line, okay, so slightly tougher a bit. But let's plot out. So 0, 1, minus 1. So what I'm going to do is I use a okay, never mind. Okay, I'm going to use the plot the points. So I have 0, 0, 1, 1, because it's 1, right? So I have, let's say, here. Okay, so I have another one, let's say it's here, 2, 2. So actually the line is this. This is y equals to, this is y equals to negative x. So they want to reflect this circle onto here. So you have to know that this line become your mirror. Okay, this line become your mirror. So I'm going to draw another one which you can see better. So now assuming that this is the line y equals to minus x. So actually what you need to do is only the center you need to consider. When you reflect something over, it is congruent. In other words, the shape of the circle and the size of the circle is still exactly the same. So that means the radius here the same. So don't have to worry. Okay? The only thing is you have to find out where is your new center. Okay? The only thing is where is your new center. So just now our old center was 5, 3. 5, 3. So let's say this one is 5, 3. So when I reflect over the center, it will form this, okay, perpendicular, and here is equal. It's just like you imagine, okay, this is a mirror, okay, the reflection, the distance here is the same as this distance here, okay. So the thing is, how am I going to find this point, which I will call, this is my new center. So how are we going to find this point, okay? So I just actually need to find the equation of this line first. So let's find this gradient is m is equals to -1, agree? Because y equals to minus x. So if this is gradient -1, this is perpendicular. So this line, the gradient will be 1. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I want to find this point. I want to find this point here. Okay, how am I going to find this point is actually I just need to find the equation of these two lines and do the simultaneous. I already have this point. I already have this line, sorry. I need this line. So this line will be y equals to x plus c. And I just need to sub a point. I have 5, 3. So let's just sub in 5, 3. So it will be 3 equals to 5 plus c. So c is equals to -2. So it's y equals to x minus 2. This is my equation 1. Y equals to minus x. This is my equation 2. So do simultaneous. So, okay, I have x minus 2 equals to minus x. 2x equals to 2. So x equals to 1. My y will be equals to 1 minus 2, which is -1. So that means this point over here, it is 1 and -1. So, see, I have 5, 3. Now I have the midpoint. I will be able to find the other side. So students, you all should know in under AMath coordinate geometry, when you are given either way, you're given 2 points, the end point, you find the midpoint is easy, right? But what if you have only 1 point and the midpoint? How do you find the other side? So it's like you work backwards. So see, so our this c plus 5, c plus 5, c plus 5, when I divide by 2, it is equals to 1. C plus 5 divided by 2 is equals to 1. So cross multiply, c plus 5 equals to 2, c equals to -3. Okay, next, d plus 3 divided by 2 is equals to -1. So my d plus 3 equals to -2. So my d is equals to -5. Done. So the new center, therefore now I know that my new center will be equals to -3 minus 5. And the radius remains the same. It is at 5 units, if I'm not wrong. Yes, 5 units. So with this, we will be able to find the equation of the second circle. So it will be x plus 3 squared. See, take note, it's no longer minus because my a is -3. So plus y plus 5 squared is equals to 25. And this is the answer. Okay. So let's move on. I don't have a particular assessment book that I like. Okay. My questions come from variety of assessment book. So far, I haven't found one. No problem, eh? Oh, the mentor series. Let me see. I do have the mentor series, but I mean, mentor series is quite good, but it's still not that intensive yet. You still need to do 10-year series, that's for sure. And I definitely still have to do for past paper from school. Okay, last question. A third circle. Now third circle already. Just now was the second circle. Now third circle has a diameter PQ. They said find the equation of C3. So let's go back to the diagram. Where's my diagram? Now they are saying that, okay, this third circle, the diameter is PQ. Okay, they want to find the equation of this third circle. Actually, this one is not tough. If PQ is the diameter, it means that the midpoint is the center of the circle, agree? And the length of PQ is the length of diameter, right? So I divide by 2, it will be the length of the radius. This one or this one? Which diagram you want? You want this diagram or you want this diagram? I put side by side. This was the original one whereby I draw the circle. This diagram is how I do the reflection. Okay, so the third circle that they asked for is PQ is the diameter, so I need to find the midpoint. Okay, so let's find the midpoint of PQ. So midpoint of PQ will be 1 plus 9 divided by 2, 0 plus 0 divided by 2, so I get 5 and 0. So 5, 0 is the center of the C3, Next, I find the length of PQ, then divide by 2, I will get the radius. Or you want to use 5, 0 and 9, 0 to find the radius also can. Okay, so I will find the radius. So I use this point and 9, 0 lah, 9, 0 and 5, 0. So it's just 9 minus 5 square plus 0 minus 0 square and square root. So I get 4 square plus 0 square root. Square root 16 is equals to, square root 16 is equals to 4 units. So I have my center, I have my radius, I can find equation of the circle. So it will be x minus 5 square plus y minus 0 square equals to 4 square. So it will become x minus 5 square plus y square equals to 16. So this is the equation of the circle. Okay, over here they give in the general form. So let me just expand out. So x square minus 10x plus 25 plus y square minus 16 equals to 0. So I have x square plus y square minus 10x equals to 16 minus, actually I can just put here lah, plus 9 equals 0. Done. Ta-da-da-da. Okay, so let me just recap on this question 2 and question 3. So question 1 I mentioned already. So just now when we talk about the question 2 is about x-axis is a tangent to the circle. Okay, so when we have that, you know that the center, the x-coordinate is actually just the x-coordinate, same, 4, 4. Okay, and the length between here, the y-coordinate, which is the radius. Okay, that is when x-axis is tangent to the circle. Okay, then the rest is not much of a difference from question 1. Then for this question 3, okay, for this question, where's my question 3? For this question 3, it will be that the y-axis is a tangent to the circle. So over here, we know that the point that we're talking about, and here the x, so the center is actually straight away the 5 units is because of the radius. Okay, so the center x-coordinate straight away is the radius, because this is the radius. Okay, this is the radius. Okay, and of course this one a little bit difference is you find the equation of tangent line, which you simply just draw the line, and again y equals mx plus c, that one's simple. So then the tough part of this one is when you're doing reflection. Okay, when you're doing reflection. So always remember, when you're doing reflection, the size of the circle is the same. So the radius will always remain the same. So it's only that you need to find out where is your new center. Okay, you need to find out where is your new center. So if it's reflection on x-axis and y-axis, it's very straightforward. Let's say this point. If let's say I reflection on the x-axis, okay, you just need to find the distance from here to here. Okay, distance from here to here, and then just reflect here exactly the same. So the x-coordinate will not change, it will be 5. Okay, only the y change. And after that, you will have a new center. And then after that, use the same radius, that will be the equation of the circle. Right? Then what if it's reflection on the y-axis? Again, same. So you say, okay, the distance is 5. So I reflect over, the y-coordinate will not change. Only the x will change. Right? Then you have the new center. Radius remain the same, then you have the equation of the circle. You understand? So today one is slightly different. Why? Because it's a reflection on a straight line over here. But the concept is still the same. So what I did was I just draw this. So the center, this is the O center. This is the line that I'm doing the reflection. So the length here is the same as this length here. And it is perpendicular. So what I did was I find the equation of the two lines, do simultaneous, and I find the midpoint. Okay? So with the midpoint and an O center, I can find my mu center. Then I have my radius is the same, so it's my equation of the new circle. Okay? C3 is pretty straightforward, not much. So actually just find the midpoint, which is the center, because PQ is the diameter, so if PQ is a diameter, it's very straightforward. Okay, so this is what I go through today. Teacher, would you rather do language or science if math wasn't a choice? The thing is, life is fair, you have to study everything, right? You need to study language, you need to study science, you need to study maths. So I cannot just choose to study math only, right? Because I still have to handle other subjects. So whether I like it or not, I still have to study, right? If you ask me, of course, would you rather take language or science? I still prefer science over language lah. For me lah, I like things which is logical. To me, language is not logical. To me, language is about you just have to read more to understand all about the grammar and vocab and blah blah blah. But science is things like it's logic. It's about logic. Okay, I like things which is logic. Why? Because things which is logic, I don't have to memorize. I just understand. I cannot memorize. Okay, if you throw me a lot of theory, I cannot do. Like history, I cannot. History is theory. It's not something that's logical, so I cannot remember. Okay, so we are done for today. So let's talk about the